time it breaks. Doesn't matter weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you believe in me, love is gonna set me free. Used to be anonymous. Now the world has seen your face. Living life is dangerous, but there's a map for every maze. Yeah, you can be a bird, tell the stories you have heard, and live your life today. It doesn't matter what they say.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wizards Within. I'm Sprinkles Nixon, and I'm so glad to be here. I'm here with my wonderful partner, and she has insights into astrology that I just love, and I know she's going to share some with us, and that is Jan King. And
Hi, boys and girls. How are you?
we're jolly. Okay. It's another one of those days. I'm already coughing because I have.
Don't start.
Well, it's really kind of strange to start with that we had, but we are here and we're glad to be here because we get to share with all of you. So, Jan, let's start. First of all, we have a very special guest.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and who is it?
Peg Jones.
Yes. This lady has evolved over all the time that I've known her. She's evolved into so many different things here. So we're going to check in with her on that. But first, we need to have these insights on the astrology. So we need to know whether we go out, or we stay in, or we go in the shelter.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to just say what a couple little things that I started my little post online with. And it was, the time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs have wings. Quote, unquote, Lewis Carroll, Through the Looking Glass. And that is exactly where we are. And I would say to everyone out there, if you're so enhanced and entranced by the matrix, I think you need to stop, take a breath, and start looking within, because that's where you're going to find the answers. Nobody on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, ABC, NBC, none of those people are going to give you the answers. So I suggest, from my heart to yours, that you just take a moment and look within and see where you are heading, not where the rest of the world is heading, but where you are heading. Because right now, with the full moon that just took place on Sunday, which is it was in Aries, and you know what? It's about getting out there and doing things, but also staying in balance because the sun's in Libra. So you could be, and in the meantime, with the sun in Libra and the moon in Aries, we have Pluto, who is he just likes to take charge. And if you're not paying attention seriously, he might come in with a 2x4 and wake you up and say, hey, what are you going to do? Are you going to follow the crowd, or are you going to follow your heart? And I'm not saying Pluto is about heart. No, it isn't. Pluto is the transformer, the transformation leader. And if you reach out to Pluto, because he's squaring the sun and the moon right now, that means that you can empower yourself. You can bring that power to you, and you don't need anything else to come in. You can get that power within. And most will not go with that. Many out there will not, I don't have to do that. I can go do something else, or I just have to buy something, or I have to just join up with a couple other people, and we could just do it another way. No, it isn't. Stop. So what I'm saying is that right now, it's important for you to avoid emotional confrontations. It's a time of rebirth that will help you stand in that power that I'm talking about. And if there's any major storms that come in, well, you can deal with it, because there's a lot of good stuff going on. Good aspects, like Mercury is in good aspect to Saturn, which is telling you think before you speak. But if you do that, then things will just sort of be okay. They'll roll along. One other thing that I want to bring in right now is the fact that I said something that astrology does not lie. I'm going off in a different direction for a moment, because so many, I don't know if you've heard this, Sprinkles, or you heard this, Peg, somewhere along the line about, well, why use astrology? What good does that do? That just is about, who you can fall in love with, or who you're compatible with, or all the generalities of what it is about. Okay.
Yeah, much more.
Yeah.
Do you get that? I mean, have you heard? You've heard that stuff through the years,
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's go on.
It doesn't really matter. It's really up to you, right?
Yes.
What you want
exactly.
for yourself. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
such a good guide too. It's more than just whether you're good with relationships or not. It can be a direction and give you a little bit more awareness too.
Yes, perfect. Yes, exactly. And you could, what I always said, I used to do a show called Going Beyond Astrology, which to me was about, you can have what you have in your chart, yes, but there's a lot of other things that come into play that maybe you're not even paying attention to, because your chart is like a guide. That's all it is. It's a guide. And you could say, hey, you're good at this, or you make people laugh, or you know how to dance really well, or you know how to write really well. and maybe this is direction you should go in that would make your life a lot better than it is right now. I'm not saying you have to do that. You don't have to do anything. You could just do nothing. I mean, seriously.
Yes.
But sometimes when things happen that are sort of difficult, it's trying to wake you up saying, hey, you're not paying attention. If you looked in your chart right now, you see that there's something going on that will help you. And maybe it's tough, but why don't you just walk through it? If you are recognize it and you are aware of it, you can walk through anything. Many do not, as you probably know. Okay, and there's opportunities that are brought to you. But did you pay attention, or did you ignore them? Many times. I mean, I know in my own life that I've had opportunities, job offers that would have probably put me in a different position through my life. I said no. Why did I say no? Because I was probably like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'll just do this, And I look back and I think, wow, I could have been doing something so fantastic. And I'm not saying I didn't do anything good. I did. I had a lot of good things in my life. But certain jobs that I turned down because why? I have no idea. Maybe it wasn't the time I wanted to do that. I don't know. But I look back and I think, darn, I should have taken that job. And it was right probably there. If I would look back, it was probably staring me in the face, in the chart saying, change, shift, do something. And I didn't. So I had to wait a couple years and something else shifted. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of times, it's not that astrology lies. It's just the fact that most people just take it as it is. And right? And it's a guidepost, that's all. And it helps you navigate your path.
Yep.
And it helps you deal with whatever comes up if you pay attention, as I usually say. So I don't know. I just feel like it's right now, because I just said about Pluto in Capricorn, it's at 20 degrees. Saturn, the moon, not Saturn, Pluto, the moon, and the sun at the full moon were all at 20 degrees, 20 degrees in Aries, Libra, and Capricorn, which was a square. Okay. But if you have any planets at 20, right near 20 degrees or right on 20 degrees, you might have felt a surge of energy, depending on what the planet was and how it's in your chart. And some of it could have been maybe a detox kind of thing. So think about it. Do you have anything, Sprinkles or Peg, do you have anything in your chart that might be at 20 degrees?
Well, I got my Mars in Aquarius at 25, and I got my moon in Aries at 27.
That's too far, a little far.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's still it's in effect.
Yes.
But it's not, I usually say 7 degrees is max, which is fine. It would be probably 6 or 7. And that still probably is affecting you, okay? But not quite as strong as it could be. So it might be in a background kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So there might be some, if you think about your life, anything old coming up that you might have to deal with, I mean, that you want to clear out. That's what it's about.
But not me, but I'm getting it from others. That's really fascinating because I'm getting things popping up from people telling me, who I heard from? I haven't heard in a long time. And I'm like, wow, and it's so out of the norm. Now, Peg, do you have anything there?
I'm not sure. I know my moon is in Libra.
Do you know what degree or close to what it is?
I think it's in the 20s. I'm seeing if I can find it.
Okay.
I'm getting the thing now. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's like a 29 though.
Okay,
but,
that's a little far. Yeah.
Let me just see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't find it right now.
All right.
I'll look for it.
Okay.
And I'll maybe towards at break I'll look for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the bottom line is, if you have anything, even before 20, like 16, 17, 18, like a couple degrees before, even has the same effect. So basically, what Saturn is saying in this, Saturn's involved too, because it's right near Pluto in Capricorn. So there's nowhere else to go, nowhere left to escape to.
Yeah.
Comes to this, and sometimes responsibilities come up and you can't avoid it. Okay, it just says it's time to become authentic. Okay, more authentic than you've never. And there's so many out there that aren't authentic.
Yes.
So it's about no more BS, no more pretending things are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you have this is the kind of thing. Bring the like your shadow, and I'm not saying we all have shadows, even on our path to awakening and bringing all the good to us. We still have that little shadow dance going on periodically. So it's time to bring that shadow out and transform it so you can empower yourself. And that's what this full moon is about, empowering yourself. Okay?
Like an in-your-face kind of thing, huh?
Yes, quite.
Oh, my God.
Yes. So whatever you're fighting for, are you fighting for something, and what is it?
Yeah.
And it's all just beginning to, how will you go about what's going on? What do you need to support yourself to get this empowerment going?
To be heard.
What's that?
To be heard, to get out there?
Yes, and just to have yourself, meaning that you feel powerful yourself, that you don't need anything else in your life to make you feel this way, because you've already reached in and got rid of all the junk.
Interesting.
So if there's anything that is going on in your life right now, if there's any experiences that are taking place, pay attention, because it might be just trying to tell you, hey, perfect time to walk through this.
Yeah.
So do either one of you have something? You don't have to share everything. You could just, if there's something that you possibly have going on. But if not, that's fine right now. But the bottom line is, too, one more thing about this whole dance is that Jupiter is in like a semi-sextile, which is about 30 degrees away from Pluto. And it's good for creating more wealth, advancing in your career, and spiritual growth. But also Jupiter is saying, hey, why are you doing anything to have some fun? Yeah. Because that's also what's going on here. Jupiter wants you to go out and have some fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Because it's trying the moon and it's sextile the sun. So it says, if you're not climbing that mountain to see the great view out there, what are you waiting for? Because once you get there, you're going to find it's very amazing as to how you can shift everything.
Yes. I totally agree. I'm looking forward to it, and I know that Pluto has its little stuff in there that rises up so that you can see something that you haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's absolutely amazing that these kinds of things that astrology brings to us, and it's in everything. If you apply it beyond your own personal reasons, but to look at it in other things, I mean, read the other signs too, because you're going to see little differences that are there. It's an amazing tool, and I, for one, love it. So, anything else on that, Jan?
Not that I'm just trying to think if there's anything that's really important to bring in here. The birthdays that are sort of more intensely affected are April 7th to 14th, Aries, Cancer 9th, July 9th to the 16th, October 10th to 17th, Libra, and January 7th to 14th, which is Capricorn. So those are the most intensely affected, but everybody, if you have any planets at 20 degrees, like Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and the moon, if any of those things are right around 20, you'll have they'll have an effect upon you.
Oh my goodness. Well, I missed that by a few degrees. Thank you. But again, it's also very, very interesting. Now, and the moon is in what sign now?
The moon right now, well, the moon was in Aries, but now it's in Taurus.
Okay.
As far as, Taurus.
Okay. Good. Okay. So, just for a heads up, I have Jupiter in Taurus, so I'm probably going to be very busy.
No, it's not. No, I don't think so. No, because Jupiter in Taurus with the moon there is about fun and joy.
Yeah.
And emotionally bringing something joyous into fruition.
Yeah. Well,
having fun.
I completed a lot of stuff. I mean, I took care of stuff that I didn't believe I'd be taking care of, and I did it.
That has nothing to do with Jupiter. Nothing to do with
but
Jupiter.
I'm saying now I feel like the happiness is going to come in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because everything is set and ready for the joy to come through. True.
Okay,
see?
But remember, Pluto's still there, so just...
I know.
Pluto takes no prisoners.
I know. But I love a challenge, so I'll be okay with it.
Okay, everybody. So we're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll have Peg Jones with us. So stay tuned.
going to turn our attention over to our lovely guest, Peg Jones. And welcome, Peg. Good to have you here. I know we kind of changed things up from our last get-togethers, and it's nice to have you here because now I can really interview you.
Uh-oh.
So, some of the things that you're involved in is, of course, your angel readings,
Yes.
book, and you got the ETR, which you are very certified for, and I love it because I do need to make time to get back to you to have that done again.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And you have now light language that you are working with, and that is absolutely awesome. So, how did you get into each one of the? What drew you to these different things? Keep it going.
Well, the light language came at a time when I was going through a really difficult time personally, with some health issues and some losses. And I had listened to a podcast about it, and I had done some reading about it because I had wondered about light language the last couple of years, wondering if it was something that I had done in the past, because I had been a part of a prayer group, charismatic prayer group, where they spoke in tongues, and this was over 40 years ago when I was in my 20s. And I just wondered if there was some correlation. And I had read some books about people who have evolved with their light language and kind of what their story was. And both of them had some type of relationship, or they had done, they had spoken tongues in their earlier lives. So I thought, oh, well, that's interesting. And then I remember I just sat down one day and I just kind of began, and it was very soft and very, very rough because my throat was not, well, it hadn't really been developed in a very long time, just because I was just doing different things. And over time it started to evolve. I told nobody about it because I didn't think they would particularly care or really understand. And I remember I had been driving up the coast of Massachusetts one day to meet a friend, and I just started like really loudly speaking it out loud in the car. And then I got a whole download, and from my angels, from my guides, and basically I just kept practicing for like the next month. And I was with a group of people, and you were one of those people that night. And before, because we were having angel card readings, and I kind of felt like I was getting the message of, you're going to be sharing light language. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not sharing light language. Well, I shared light language, and people are like, well, what's this all about? You know, where did this come from? But but they liked it, you know, and that just kind of gave me a little bit more, oh, well, maybe it's something. But I still hadn't, and it was another couple of months before I I joined a group who was having like a light language activation group, and it just kind of took off from there, you know. And last year I've joined a few groups that I'm pretty active in, and I'm also using it for self-healing and for helping others too.
Yeah, I was at one of your sessions there, and you had there were some ladies there that I was enjoying the conversation and stuff, and I'm very interested in it because I really don't know what this is, but I enjoy it. I
Yeah.
like it.
It's the vibration, the energy.
Yeah.
It's, and I tell this to everyone, it's language that we all have in ourselves, whether we believe it or not. And it's language that it's almost like a remembering of something from the past, way in the past, and it's something that is really energetically understood.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the language can come from different sources. It can come galactically, it can come from your angels, it can come from Lemurian times, from the Atlantis times, other incarnations that you may have had. And it's really not important that you understand exactly what it means,
Right.
word for word. It's basically the energy that you are feeling. And I could be doing light language, and each of you could be feeling something totally different within, So
don't they all also have different? I don't want to say. It's almost as accents that you can pick up. Like some are native kind of tones. Some are
right. Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful when you hear it because they just go into it.
Right.
And it's an awesome kind of, and I think it's very soothing. I think it soothes the soul, if you will.
Right. And a lot of times I'll help people. I'll share it with people for an intention they may have, like a self-healing intention or something, and it's been effective for them. Yeah. So I'd be glad to share some if you want. If you can each have an intention if you want, and I won't do it for that one, I promise. But I'd be glad to share some so that others can have an idea of what it's like.
Yes, please do.
Yes.
Okay. Momene ene ekene ke bibaneke ke lebi banaka momene kene ke lebi baneke ke kile ke bibanaka ke lebi baneke ke kile ke ale ke bibaneke momene kene ke kile ke ale ke ki ole kole ki kole ba le ki no Mone kole ki Monike kababareke kile kibareke kole bibareke kele bibareka. Thank you.
Very nice.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, and a lot of the those that I've come across, a lot will speak different dialects from different universes or different ancient time. And it's been very healing for others. I'm not sure what I speak. I've been told it's possibly Lemurian or Atlantean. So yeah.
Yeah. I hear Hawaii. Okay, but I'm also getting like from the Amazon kind of thing,
Yeah, which is Lemuria,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. People have said that it's does sound Hawaiian too. So that's all Lemuria.
Yeah.
So,
but absolutely soothing. It's all
very
soothing. So you got to check Peg out, and she has some beautiful friends that come and join her when she has her sessions, and you'll hear the differences, and it's absolutely amazing. And I try myself, but I really can't get much, and I don't know why I'm not allowing it just to flow. But every time I try, the one thing keeps coming to my mind, and it's kind of funny because it's that's not what I want. but it comes in as the Sesame Street manuma. It really
That's a
does.
start. It's a start.
Yes. Well, I guess I have to take off from that, so it's got to be some sort of tune in there or something. So I'm trying. I'm really trying, Peg. Now,
Yeah.
the other thing is the ETRs that you do. Explain that to our listeners.
Okay, well, the ETR is the energy transfer reset, and it's a healing modality that was downloaded from a woman, Beverly Nation, from the Arcturians, and what it is that it helps your soul to totally reset to a more pure state of 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 I guess to a pure state from when you were first incarnated. So it's like a lot of the timelines and the incarnations that may not have been beneficial for you are basically reset, and it helps you to shift a little bit more towards the fifth dimension, kind of, help you with that, and it just resets everything for you, and it helps you to just kind of put things that that really no longer serve you to a place of purity. And I know that both of you have had it, and
Yes.
you have both found some changes for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Major changes.
Like what, Jan?
Well, let me tell you, just as I'm thinking about this, and I'm not saying that that's all that I do. But I've been working with that since I've done it with you. But I mean, there's a few other things that I've been doing also. But
Good.
I am telling you that yes, it's shifting something. Like I have nobody in my life. No, it's just very interesting because I find now I don't want this, like, I'm serious. People have disappeared. Good people, good friends, they just disappeared. And I think, okay, that works. And I'm not saying I don't see them or talk to them. Yeah, I do, but they're not on they're like, who are you? Are you kidding me? I'm serious. And I find it very fascinating because a long time ago, I had like all these people in my life. I can't even describe how many people I had in my life. And some of them were fantastic. I mean,
yeah.
I went through like sort of cells of different things in the last 25 years. And I am telling you right now, I'm sitting in my house, I'm thinking, so what did I do to these people? And I think, well, you shifted something big time because they don't know what to do with you.
Oh, that's funny.
And I thank you for that, because the thing is, I think when I did it with you, I was on the verge of pushing through something, but I still didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah. Wow.
And now and I'm not saying that there's still stuff that comes up, but it's not like I think, so what? Oh well, I don't get uptight about it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is that I think, wow.
Yeah.
So I thank you. I thank you for giving me the push. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Well,
You're
I
welcome.
didn't get a push. I felt like she just cleared things, and the things that I held dear, that like people from my past and such, they were put in a warm place, a tender place. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then there was just this clearing, as if maybe a veil opened up, and I was able to see, and it felt lighter. My life felt lighter from it. Okay.
I agree with you.
I noticed that with you very much so, Sprinkles, that things seem lighter for you.
Yes.
And like the intensity sometimes you feel or express really isn't there anymore, you know? And
Right.
you're just kind of like, you know, it's just
I
like, okay,
mean,
that's happening. Yeah, it's happening. It's like that the stress has kind of gone for you in some
yes. Yes,
way.
absolutely.
Yeah, and
Eh,
you know, and there's so many beings that help us with this ETR, you know,
yes.
our spirit guides, the guides from different universes that we probably don't even know who they are.
Mhm.
You know, your angels, source, specialist beings that excel in various areas, such as healing, you know, technical difficulties, negotiations, human reaction, interactions, and you know, so it's like a whole team
Yes.
is like helping you
I
to.
absolutely agree. My guide, okay, my forever guide that's always with me, he even felt lighter. He really, I'm serious. He felt lighter, and I can feel it from him. So it's like it worked in so many different ways, and it's really amazing. And I thank you for that, for that
Yeah.
in itself. But I have to come back because I get little things like little what do you call it? When little what it where these little things will pop up as though it's not totally or not totally clear, or I'm hanging on to it, that it comes in. Do you know what I mean? So I need to have it done again.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so I definitely will make arrangements with you with that.
All right.
I just sent, well, it's a little tingly over here, so I want to get that tingle out of there and make sure it's gone.
Yeah, you know, and it helps us with timelines, which is basically decisions or the way we might be feeling about something. It helps us to clear those low frequencies, you know. And you know, some of us have a lot of that. I know I did. And because when I was taking it, I was facing surgery when I had it, and I was very adamant that that was not going to happen. And certain things happened that made me change my mind, like within
Yeah.
3 days. And the main thing was just learning to trust, you know, because I was not trusting at that point. And you know, and as we know, it all worked out for the best. But yeah, I mean, it helps us with blockages that we may have, you know, understandings, beliefs, things that we've, you know, had
It's like
wanted to
cutting
do.
cords.
Yeah, yeah, cutting cords and implants and all that. And you know, they say that over 250 light beings are helping you to locate those timelines,
Yes.
and they move the low frequencies from our timelines. So that's basically what the energy transfer is all about.
And boy, do I need that. Oh boy.
Peg, do you feel that it could have an effect upon, like, I don't really, I have no, what should I say, opinion about a lot of things anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I love people, but I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
That kind
Well,
of stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's almost like, you know, the things that you thought maybe you had to control, or you.
Yeah, no control. I feel like I don't
Yeah.
have, like, I don't control anything.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're just letting people kind of live the way that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
choose to live, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not. Yeah, and it's
And
so it's
yeah,
yeah.
I just wondered because it makes me things come to me and I think, you know, who cares? You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And I thought, wow, that's a big step. That's a big step.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
you
mean,
know,
not that I ever got pulled into everybody's junk. But the thing is, a lot of times I almost did, and I think, oh, now I don't even put the hand up. I go, really? Is this really you? In my head, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and and it just helps us to remove those lower frequencies of of control, of thinking we have control, or shame, or anger, or
Yes. Hmm.
it just helps us change those timelines, and and they say that the energy reset, transfer reset, clears like 90%
Mm.
or 92% of every, to have that soul reset, but there's 8% that you
Hmm.
basically have to continue to release,
Mm.
and that
Sure,
takes
sure.
time. So
Hmm.
nothing happens overnight, but you may notice something. I mean, you had sent,
I have
that,
noticed in the past, since we've done it, since I've done it with you, in the past months, every day something changes.
that's
It's,
cool.
it is.
Yeah,
And
and
I notice it.
yeah, and this is like 6 months or
Yeah,
even more
yeah,
now
yeah.
since you've had it, and
Hmm.
that's what's so cool about it. It also helps with aging,
Oh, really?
resetting.
Oh, now I really need it.
Well, you know what? I've been told this is just recently, and I don't, I try to take care of myself, but the thing is, sometimes when I was out one day and somebody said something to me, and they call me Miss, and I go, like, Miss, like, how old do you think I am? Like 30? And I'm not going to tell you how old I am on the air here, but seriously, it's amazing. And I
Yeah,
think, and it's just funny because the other day, and I have to give you this example, I was leaving my daughters after I guess, oh, I don't know. Yeah, it was last week. And I was overnight. I had to go for an appointment, and I stayed overnight at her house. And I'm leaving her house, and she happened to come home because they were going to go away, her and her husband. And I'm leaving, and she goes, "Oh my God, you look so vibrant." She took my picture, and I said, "Yeah, I do." By the time I got home, I looked like I was through the ringer.
but for that second,
Because the traffic was so
oh
bad.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
But it was like night and day. I thought, oh my, I said, send me that picture. I want to look at that when something happens so I can become that again.
Uh,
So that's what's so remarkable. Like
yeah,
I could tell the difference there if I stay on track. I'm sure you know this, Peg,
oh
and
yeah,
Sprinkles. If you
yes.
stay on track, the energy that you're emitting is fantastic, amazing.
oh yeah,
Yes.
and the good thing about the ETR that I didn't mention yet was that there's tools that others that you can use
Uh-huh.
after your ETR to kind of help you with your frequency, in the
Oh, okay.
beginning, or
Hmm.
like the cloud clearing,
Oh,
and
yeah. Hmm.
Yes.
different things like that, and and those. I mean, I'm still doing those, not every day, but
No. Hmm.
when I feel a need, like I'm
Yes.
facing people that I don't know that well, or just
Hmm.
a new situation, I use like the cloud clearing and stuff. So, and it has been very helpful for
Yes.
me.
I
Mhm.
So
believe it. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I agree.
so
Me too. Me too.
and yeah, so it's I think those that have had it for the most part have had really good results with it, and
Hmm.
Well,
so
I do.
that's yeah, and so that's and so that's really good, and it's ever evolving. There's always, I know that there's going to be changes. It's going to be in a more meditative basis, I think, the process within time, within a couple of months. So there's going to be a bit of change as to how that's going to be done, but it will be, of course, the same thing.
It's
Um,
wonderful tools. They're,
There, I agree.
they
Totally.
they're new. They're awakening. They're getting out there more and more. Peg, you need to tell everybody how they can connect with you so that they can join you, and what sessions you have coming up. The light language will be very interesting, so keep an eye out for her when she posts about that.
yeah, Well, my new website, I have two websites actually, but my new website for the ETR is https semicolon slash slash pegjonesetrhealing.com. And you can, if you go down, there's two pages, but if you go down the page, you'll see a post where you can click and make an appointment, and it will take you to Acuity appointments, and you can just set up a time there, or you can contact me on Facebook um, or at my email at admin at gmin at pegjonesetrhealing.com. And or you can, yeah, and I will, be glad to show you how to set up an appointment. So I'm also, hopefully next month, I'd like to try to do a group ETR too, like in a Zoom room, and so that would be less expensive because it would be a group of people, but you would also get the tools and everything. And the cool thing about the ETR is you can also use it on your, have your animals have experience one too. Like, if they're having a rough time or if they're ill, it may help reset timelines. But also if your pet is passed and they may have like had a rough incarnation or their family, so it would help to clear ancestral timelines, but also help the animal to also have his timelines cleared, whether they're here or not, so it just helps them to be a little bit more, things will shift for them on some level too. And that's the same with humans too. I mean, there's it can also help to clear timelines with your ancestors, and if they're here, whether they're here or not too. So, and those are done remotely. But yeah, it's pretty useful. I know I've done it for pets that I've had, and I just got the feeling that they were just a little bit happier, yeah, it's been
goes to show we all could use a little love, even our animals.
yeah, a little clearer. Yep, yeah. I mean, it's especially if the animal had been abused in some way, it would help their their whatever.
Okay, well, I wanted to let everybody know too that you actually won the drawing that we have going on.
I did, yes. I'm going to have that on Thursday, I believe.
Yes.
So yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
So can you give me a little interest as to why did you want to participate? Was it because you wanted to have a reading? And what do you think of the readings that are offered? Do you think that we should put something in or take something out, that kind of thing?
I think the readings are great. It's just, there's probably a lot more that you could say if you had more time or something. But it's just like a mini, sample of the work that you both do online, when you're offering the readings.
Yeah.
And I think everyone really appreciates that. And,
well, that's the whole thing, is that we really want to connect with others, and we'd like to have the feedback, because right now we have a little hard time of having others come in and join us.
Right, yeah.
So coming up, we're going to have some changes there that we can probably be live on Facebook and have more people interact with that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of changing the drawing to where we're going to have on holidays coming up.
Okay? Yep.
maybe 5 people being drawn instead of
Oh,
just,
I was going to just suggest you might want to have 2 or 3 people, get
yeah,
drawing, so that might draw more people.
yeah,
And, yeah, just keep, sharing it on Facebook and everything.
yeah,
I think that will be very useful.
yeah. And the thing too is that it it it's a pay it forward kind of thing,
Yeah,
because when you enter, that keeps us going, so that when we do pick a winner, uh, preferably it is you, but if not, somebody else is getting that opportunity, and you're helping them. Okay,
right.
so that's one of the things that we would like to try to get people to be more interactive, because then you get to learn more about tools that people are using, just like what you're doing with your angel readings, with the ETR, with the light language, all of that. Those are tools, and we need to know more about all the tools that are out there.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, I think it would be a great thing to get everybody to kind of together and just share some of their insights, some of their skills. And I'm with Jan, and Jan keeps coming up with things that she's done. I'm like, really? Wow! Oh my gosh! So even though you know somebody,
I'm gonna hypnotize you online, and we'll see what happens.
oh, that would be interesting, don't you think? Oh my goodness!
I'm looking forward.
You know what? We could do a past life regression sometime on the show.
Oh,
That would be
really?
cool.
Yeah, you can join us, Peg.
Yeah. I'd like to see how I met up with her. But you never know. But no,
I know.
we all kind of get connected to somebody.
Well, you know what? You know what? Your Jupiter, Miss Sprinkles, is right on my sun sign.
Oh, well, am I too much for you?
No, you're like my protector or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope
That's what it
so.
seems like. Are you my mother?
No, I'm
I'm only kidding.
A big sister, maybe an aunt, that kind of thing.
No.
Well, I did my birth chart, and I have Mars in 25 degrees Scorpio, Jupiter in 20 degrees Aries. That's my ascendant.
What is your ascendant, you said?
Aries, and it's in Jupiter's in 20 degrees, and Saturn's in 25 Sagittarius, and Uranus is 27 Sag. That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah.
So what's your Aries? What degree rising do you have?
Aries is let's see, rising. I think it's. Wait a minute. Is this right? Yeah, Aries is, I think, 26 degrees.
Rising?
Yeah, I think so. Wait. No, it's 20. Didn't I say 20?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20 rising?
I think so. Yeah, ascendant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, obviously, my Venus is right there, like 2 degrees before that, and my Mars is 2 degrees after that. So obviously, I'm supposed to push you.
Push me.
Good luck.
Push you out there.
She doesn't like being pushed. So take it easy. 10 to 11. Push it with
this isn't right. They have the date all wrong here. Oh, let me. Well, I don't know. I think.
What time were you born?
I was born at 1:17 p.m.
Mm-hmm. What day?
December 17th.
You want to give me the year afterwards?
I don't care. No, I don't care. 54.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to look it up.
Okay, yeah. This doesn't seem right.
And were you born in Massachusetts?
No, I was born in Connecticut, Hartford.
Okay. Oh, Hartford. Okay. All right, I'll look it up. It'll take
Okay.
me just a couple minutes. I'll check it before we talk on Thursday. I just want to, this way it'll give me an idea if anything shows up that's a little different, then I could always verify it. Sometimes that's what I do when I do pages of Schuster readings. I'll just look have the chart. I just look at the charts, and then once we do the reading, sometimes it's collaborative. It almost shows the same thing for what's going on. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I one time, I'll just give you an example. One time, somebody came for a reading, and they said, they wanted to Schuster. And a couple people came, and just one person wanted a reading. So we're sitting at the dining room table back in the day, and I'm doing the reading, and I looked in I didn't even have a chart. I just had the ephemeris with the planets, and I'm thinking, oh my God! And something came to me. I didn't stop it. It came to me, and I told this young lady. I said, "So you're going to Texas?" And I don't even know where it came from. Okay, and it just came in, and she goes, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" I said, "I don't know. It just came in. That's what they told me you're doing." And the next week she called me. She says, "I'm going to Texas."
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
Well, but that's like the same thing you're saying, that if you clear things and you allow it to come in, it doesn't matter what you do. You know what I'm saying with your spirit guides and all the angels and everybody you're working with. Sometimes you're not paying attention.
Right.
Right.
And then other times you do, and you go, "Really? Wow, where did that come from?" Thank you.
You do that to me all the time, Jan.
I don't.
Well, I love it because, oh, I didn't know that. And it's like the relationships are connected in a way that it's like I've known you a long time, and I really haven't.
I haven't known you at all. How long? A year? How long is it? A year?
Oh, my goodness, yes. It must be,
Not more than a year. Maybe a little bit, like a year and a half, maybe. Yeah, about a year and a half.
Yeah, but the same thing happened with me with Peg, because it's like there's something that syncs us.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm going to have to probably go for that regression thing coming up. But it's absolutely amazing. And these tools are available. And they're not witchery. They're something that gives you some sort of empowerment in your life of yourself.
Yeah, it helps you to understand why you are the way you are.
Yes.
And
I love me.
It's all about me. That's why I like astrology, because it's all about me.
Well,
it helps me
really
to understand.
is, but if we can see ourselves in others, do you know what I mean?
Yes. And relationships, why a relationship might be the way, because the signs might be in a way that could cause, positive or negative.
I needed you at that time.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Or I had to learn something from you, which I did. I really did. And it's an amazing thing. But I'd like more people to come in and join us, and let's be yourselves. Come in, relax, enjoy, and let's see what we can find out. And don't forget to check out Peg at https://PegJones/ETRhealing.com. And Peg Jones, what's the other one, the original one?
PegAngelicalWhispers.com.
Yes. So please check her out. Check out Jan. She's on WordPress, and it's JaniceKing.wordpress.
No, it isn't. No, it's Janice, JANAIS, .wordpress.com.
That's what I said.
No, you said Janice King.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, drop the king. We'll make her a queen.
No.
Thank you, ladies, very, very much. I really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
And
thank you.
Good knowing some of the stuff here that's taking place, and I'm so proud. You've made leaps and bounds, and Jan, you made cosmic leaping going, and I don't know what I'm going to leap for, but I'm going to try. Whatever.
You're going to keep laughing.
Yes. Well,
I'm going to keep making you laugh.
Yes, you do. You do very, very much so. that I'm coughing my brains out. And every time she gets me laughing so hard, it's like it's coming when I'm coughing and I can't laugh.
But I don't even say anything. That's what I don't understand.
Well, no, you don't have to say anything. I'm picking up your vibes. Okay, ladies, thank you.
Okay.
Beautiful night, a beautiful week, and hopefully we'll get this up there and out there, and I will be posting it in all the medias that I have available, so keep an eye out for it. Thank you, and love and light to you all.
Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to. I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. I'm flying high, but show me the ring and I'll jump right through. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to. I used to.